Hello everyone, today we'll draft this object in NanoCAD. So let's proceed. I will start my design from the center of this object. The first circle here is 30 diameter. The diameter of the second bigger circle is 72.7. So let me go to circle command, pick center diameter. And I'll come here and click to ask me for the diameter, and I'll just type in 30. Then the second circle, since for the fact that I have my last command, the last command that I executed was a circle, I can easily press spacebar to restart the command. Then with the center of the previous circle as the same center, as the center of the new circle, I'll draw a circle of diameter 72.7. So let's go back to our drawing. Now the next thing I need to do, I need to draw these two circles. From here you can see that the distance, the center to center distance between these two circles is 102 units. So if I go back to NanoCAD, let me just use line for reference. I'll start line command. For the first point, I'll click at the center of this circle, of these two circles, then zoom out a little bit. And using direct distance entry method, I'll make sure using polar tracking that my line is at 90 degrees. Then I'll type in 102. And press enter, and then enter again to terminate the command. So this is where the center of the two new circles should be. Now if I go back to my drawing, the first circle is a diameter of 28 and the second circle has radius of 30. So let me start with the circle with 28 as diameter. So let me start, pick the center diameter again. The center of the circle should be at the end of this end point of this line. And then for the diameter, I'll type in 28. And then pressing right clicking, I can restart the last command, center diameter. But before I've drawn center radius, so let me just pick center radius. Because the center, the second circle requires a radius of 30. So I'll still use the same center, and then my radius is 30. Now if I look at this line here, first of all I can see symmetry here. From whatever that is on the right side of this object, this sub-object, is the same thing on the left side, first of all. And you can see that this form repeated itself 4 times. So what I need to do is to design the first half of this and mirror it to this side to get the full half, the full object. And then I can easily use array to create the form. The remaining 3 actually. So if I look at this line here, this line starts at the quadrant of this bigger circle, and then it's tangential to the small circle, and from there it went straight. When looking at it, you can see that it passed through the center of this small circle. Now if you look at a straight line here, you can see that it still passed through the center of this circle. So if I can be able to draw a line, horizontal line from the center of this circle all the way to this place, and then draw this line, the intersection should give me the center of the small circle. So let's proceed. Now the first thing I need to do is to make sure that my quadrant snap is on. So if I go to snap, right click, then I'll go to quadrant. It's turned on, so if it's not turned on, I'll have to turn it on. Then after that, I'll start line command. Now if I go to the center of this circle, click, make sure it's horizontal using the my polar tracking or orthographic mode, and click outside anywhere here, and then press enter to terminate the command. Then I'll start line command again by pressing escape spacebar. Then I'll snap to this quadrant. You can see the snap there, diamond shaped. If I snap there, then I'll move towards the center here. Before I do that, I should have don't forget to make sure that your let me just go there first. Make sure that your tangent is also turned on, apart from the quadrant. Now if I go towards here, I can create a mark here. Just pause here. As you can see, I have a marker that will give me a line tangential to this circle, as well as originated from the quadrant of the bigger circle. So you can see the intersection is actually the center of the small circle. Now what I need to do now is to draw the small circle. So let me take a look. From here you can see the small circle has a diameter of 10, and the bigger circle there has a diameter of 20. So if I go to center diameter circle, I'll start here as my center, my circle center. Then I type 10, right? Then start circle again, the same center, I'll type 20. So I have the two circles. I don't need this line, so I have to get rid of it. And I don't need this one also again, so I have to get rid of it. So you can see what I have here is I've gotten the two circles and I have the line. Now if you look carefully, at the drawing, you can see that this line, although it actually went through the center of this circle, it actually there's a fillet. It joined the outer circle through a fillet of a radius 10. So for us to do that is very simple actually. So all we need to do is to start fillet command. So start fillet command. Make sure 10, radius of 10 is selected. Then press enter. You come here, select your first object. Fillet will be asking you to select your first object. Select this, and the second object is the circle. When you get the fillet you want, just click and then press enter to terminate the command. Okay, so before we continue with our drawing, there is something I need you to understand. If I want to draw a circle that is tangential, a circle, as mean I want to draw this circle that is tangential to these two circles in this way, what I need to do is to draw a circle from the center of this circle that has a radius of R1 plus R2. So if you add the radius of this circle and you add the radius of this circle and use it to draw a circle with center here, the circle should pass through the center of this circle. Likewise, if I minus the radius of the smaller circle from the radius of the bigger circle, I should be able to draw a circle of that size with center at the center of this smaller circle that will pass, the circumference will pass through the center of this circle. So if I should be able, the intersection of the two circles should give me the center of a circle of radius R2 that will be tangential to this circle and this circle at the same time. So we'll use it instead of using tangent radius in NanoCAD to actually draw this type of circle. So let's proceed. So if we look at our object, you can see that we have an arc here that is tangential towards this circle, and the circle we already have here. So we can assume that the size of this arc, the diameter is 153. So we're going to actually draw it in NanoCAD. So we need to draw a circle that is tangential to this circle, and the other circle, it resembles what I just showed you now. And then we can trim off everything to have what you're looking at here. So if we go to NanoCAD, okay, let's go back. The radius of this circle is 30. And we say that the radius of this arc should be the diameter of this arc should be 153. So the radius should be 67.5. So if we add, okay, let's do the mathematics here. 153 divided by 2 should give you 76.5. Now 76.5 plus 30, which is the radius of this circle here, should give us 106.5. So what we need to do is to start center radius circle with center here and radius 106.5. You can see the circle here. Now if you look at this, if we go to the other, this smaller circle, the smaller circle has radius of 10. So we have 153 divided by 2. We know it's already 76.5. Then minus 10. Should be able to get 66.5. So we execute center radius circle again. We center here and then radius 66.5. So if you look at this place, the intersection here is the center of the circle of interest. The center here is the center of the circle of interest. So all I need to do is to start circle command, center radius, center here, and the radius is 76.5. Yes, 76.5. You can now see, if you look closely, you can see that this circle is tangential to this circle and this circle, just like the drawing I've just shown, I showed you before. So what I need to do now is to remove this circle and this circle. They are just there for reference purposes. They are meant to find the center of this circle, so we don't need them anymore. And then I'll go ahead, go to trim, select trim. Now this the edge should be here and here. Enter, and then where I want to trim off is here. So you can see we're almost through. So let's just go back to our drawing again. Yes, I'll still execute trim command again. This should be my cutting edge, these two. Enter, and then I'll remove here. Enter. So what I need to do now, since I already have everything here, if you look at the drawing, you can see that this place is complete. All I need to do is to mirror whatever I have here to the other side to get the complete subsection of this whole object. So I'll just go to mirror, selecting object. I'll use crossing window. Remember, whatever that is fully enclosed in crossing window will be selected, others will not. So if I click on it, you can see I've selected what I want actually. So I'll press enter. Middle line should be anywhere in the middle here. I'll just click 2 points and then I have what I want to do. So the remaining part of this subsection here is just this arc. Just this arc. So we use the same method. We have 2 circles here. This is circle 1, this is circle 2. So for the fact that the 2 of them are inside, I'll have to minus their radius from the radius of this bigger circle. So let me bring out my calculator. So we have the diameter of this arc is 153.5. So I'll type 153.5 divided by 2. I have 76.75. Now this radius is 10. So 76.75 minus 10 should be 66.75. So let's go back to NanoCAD. So I'll start line command, circle command, center here, then radius is 66.75. Likewise, I'll start another circle command, click at this center. Now for the fact that I want to use the previous radius, 2 of them are the same thing, all I need to do is to accept by pressing enter. I'll get an identical circle. Now I'll now start a new circle. The center should be here, right? And the radius should be let's go back to our 153.5. So let's choose diameter and then type in 153.5. So if I remove these reference circles, I should be able to see what I need to see. So all I need to do is to trim off here. So my cutting edges should be this and this, then enter, and then click and enter, right? So I have the object, the sub-object. You can see I already have this. So all I need to do is to create an array of 4 objects. So if I go back here, I'll go to array, just select polar array. Now I don't want to array these 2 circles here. I don't need to. So what I need to do is to select these ones using window selection, and then I would have used closing selection actually, but it's okay. So when I've selected what I want to array, and then I'll press enter. If I go down to the command line, I'll see specify center point. Specify center point. My center point should be the center of this circle. Sorry, I made a mistake. Let me just start afresh, and let me use now crossing selection. Enter, center point. I'll come here, select this, right? Okay. Now I need items. If you look at the command line, you can see some options. Items. If I click on items, by default is 6. I need to type in 4 and press enter. Now associative, I don't want them to be joined together. I want them to be separate entities. So I'll type, click associative and then click on no. So then press final enter. Everything is done. So what I need to do now is to fillet. If you look down here, you can see that we have a fillet here of diameter 20. So it's radius 10. If I go back, I can just start fillet command. 10 is already there from the previous fillets we've done. So I'll just say okay. Now I'll come down here, just click select, yes, and then the final one. But if you look, let's go back to our drawing. If you look down here, you can see that this one, apart from the others, the line went straight to where it was before. So I need to restore that line. So if I just click here, then select the create a hot grip, click on that grip, then drag it to the down to the quadrant. Likewise, do the same thing here. So I think we're done. So thanks for watching.